I respect anyone who wants to make their own repairs to their garage door or garage door opener system. But without the proper training, there's a number of things that could go wrong. So before touching your garage door system, there's one question that I want to encourage you to ask. Are you a SuperTech? What's a SuperTech? Let's party. So we're at this property right now, and I was having a very hard time getting this door to not have loose cables. So on this side right over here, we were basically, well, I'll give you the short version. Customer tried to replace the cables on his own. Totally respect that. That's his right to repair. Unfortunately, the cables he was using were not right, and every time he was trying to open and close his doors, the cables would come off the drums. Unbeknownst to him, when they installed this garage door, they installed basically these tracks right over here from the vertical track, that is this vertical track right here, floor 76 inches plumb, that is from the floor up. Over here, we were an inch higher. So in essence, because of this track being set higher, our drums were at least about an inch loose when it was completely open. So this is just a really good lesson that your cables are only half the battle. That is, your cables will only work as good as plumb or as straight that your garage door is. And it's a really good lesson for us garage door guys that whenever we're dealing with a service call like this, to check the measurements of the door, to make sure that the door is straight as possible, to kind of foresee and look. I mean, the door in itself was installed right. It was installed proper, yet they just did not realize that that inch difference from this vertical track up to here was not 76 like it was over there. It was 77. So what I ended up doing was just basically I lowered this track. Once I did that, cables no longer loose on this end. Of course, we have so many things to think about and look at when we're finding ourselves in a situation like this, especially coming after a guy that maybe he was in a rush or something like that. It's a really nice door. In fact, it's a CHI plank door, so the quality behind it is there. The craftsmanship behind it is there. Of course, the installation process is always going to be that determining factor whether your door is working optimally, but we were able to do that for this customer, and I'm pretty confident that they're not going to have any issues in the future. Okay, party people, in the video that we've just shown you is a really good example of, again, without the proper training, it is very difficult to be able to determine what sort of needs and what sort of repairs your specific garage door system requires. And that's why I wanted to highlight the need of asking yourself, are you a SuperTech? Granted, every DIYer thinks that they're super in some way, and I'm here to tell you, you absolutely are. But when it comes to being a SuperTech, it's a little bit more than understanding the basic DIY principles. In reality, it's important to have proper training to be able to tackle the needs of a garage door system. And granted, a SuperTech can fall into any category within the service professional industry, within the medical industry, within any industry that you can possibly think of where a technician or a professional masters or handles their craft. Of course, that doesn't mean that you can acquire those skills. In fact, if you're a handy person, the skills that you currently have can complement learning the skills of repairing a garage door or a garage door system. But being that today is SuperTech Day in the garage door industry, there are a number of reasons to reach out to a professional. In fact, on the IDA website, there's a number of reasons why we want to appreciate our SuperTechs today. These men and women who are out there busting their chops just to be able to repair a homeowner's garage door and to do it in a safe manner to keep your family safe. Well, that's the goal, that's the dream. Naturally, being able to operate a garage door system does not necessarily make you a pro on the ins and out of a garage door system. Nevertheless, if you do have a specific need, I would encourage you to do your homework. There's a number of YouTube videos about this. And of course, there's a number of different websites that you would be able to find information on the matter. But more importantly, reach out to your community, talk to your neighbors, ask your friends, your family, hey, is there a garage door professional out there that you like, that you enjoy working with, or at the very least has provided you solid information to help you make a good buying decision? And you'll tend to find that there's going to be at least 1 or 2 recommendations on service professionals in the garage door industry that can help your needs. Now, if you want to learn more about SuperTech Day, I definitely encourage you to go check out the IDA website, where they have a lot of information with regards to SuperTech Day. And of course, now there's like a day for everything, like a National Corn Dog Day, National Ice Cream Day, National Don't Wear Your Birkenstocks Day. And SuperTech Day is no different. It's just basically an opportunity to show appreciation to the wonderful men and women out there in the garage door industry trying to do their best for the community. And I really like a lot of things on this website. I mean, I won't read it to you, but there's just so much stuff to think about when you're looking at a garage door professional. For example, point number 4 says, if you were once an installer, can you recall how much it meant to you or would have meant to you to get a pat on the back for a job well done? And I think about that and I was like, wow, man, going through this entire industry, or the years that I've had in this industry, how much those pat on the backs, how much of those show of appreciation, perhaps even like an extended tip, or perhaps someone, gave me like, I don't know, like a bottle of wine or something like that, some coffee. I remember all those times, and it was just that little extra show of appreciation that made a tremendous difference. So I believe SuperTech Day is a great opportunity to be able to show that appreciation, and at the same time to be able to have, I would say, somewhat of a common ground to work with these service professionals that are out in the garage door industry today, so that way there could be good communication. In fact, in this community, we try to help each other out. So as a homeowner, did you have an experience working with a technician that was just simply stellar, that they provided great service and did a wonderful job to help your garage door running safe? And as a service tech, as a super tech, did you ever have a relationship perhaps with a customer that you ended up finding that they were like a lifelong friend, and you not only talk about your garage door system, but you end up talking about other things too, and you're helping out the community and you've helped their family members and their friends? Please, in both scenarios, chime down below, because we would love to hear about it. Now, as a super tech, there are a number of things to look for when considering a new garage door system. So let's keep this party going. Check out one of these videos right here. As always, I want to thank y'all for partying with me. Y'all stay safe.